Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the month of August. I just want to say a huge happy birthday to all my Leos. I hope you guys have a beautiful birthday. So, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements, especially for the monthlies. Now, we're going to get into your current energy, the near future. We're going to see what you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on for the month. We will clarify that. Once we do, we're going to clear that spread, get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, your energy, the romance angels, a possible outcome, as well as the oracle cards. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And if you are new here, I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. All right, so let's get into your energy for August for Leo, please. All right, so in your current energy, we have the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands. In the near future, we have the Emperor card, the Temperance in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what you don't see coming, this is awesome. The Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers in reverse. And then what Spirit wants you to focus on, we have the King of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So right now, the Three of Wands in reverse is the overall energy for the month. So what I usually feel from this is that there's a little bit of impatience. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily not willing to wait. It's just, it feels like excitement, like wanting to move forward, not wanting to feel stuck anymore. Things could be moving really quickly in this month. If there have been things that have been holding you back, this is an indication that they won't be anymore, not this month. You're going to have a clearer vision. Your intuition seems to be on point, especially in your current energy. So this just means that things are going to pick up. You're going to want to not let anything stand in your way, no blockages anymore, and just really full force move forward. No lack of clarity is what they keep wanting to say. So I'm going to say there's no lack of clarity. Now with the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands, your intuition is kicking in about, there's a couple different things I want to say. One, if you are looking to purchase a new home, I don't think you found it yet. And to me, this is saying before you take that leap, make sure that it feels really good. That hasn't happened quite yet. And to me, this is definitely the home card. It's like you want something that's going to be not only that you're passionate about, don't we all? But this is really use your intuition. In other words, how do you feel when you walk into this place? That's what it feels like. It's like a shift in that. It's going to change the way you feel. It's almost as if your intuition is going to heighten because this new space feels so much clearer. I feel like there's a lift, like a fog is lifted. And now you feel sort of a sense of freedom is what I want to say. Now, this could also be that there's something new stirring in a relationship. It feels strongly like you feel good, especially if you've just met somebody. It may not have started off really quickly, but I think you're okay with that. I think this time around, if you're coming out of an old relationship and moving into something new, it feels like not wanting to move too fast, but I do feel like there's a really strong connection. And also, again, your intuition is heightened. So you have a sense like, this is really the person. This is my soulmate. This is somebody I feel like I could possibly settle down with and marry. Or it just feels like a really strong soulmate connection. All right, we will clarify that in just a moment. So in the near future, we have the Emperor card, the Temperance in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. To me, this says that there's a closing out of a type of cycle. If you have in the recent past come out of a long-term relationship or a marriage, this is feeling like you're finally getting that control back over your life. Temperance in reverse doesn't mean, again, that you don't have patience around things. It just means things are opening up for you. I sense that whatever needed to be closed out has closed out. So if you had paperwork that needed to be taken care of, or there's something that's been weighing on you, especially with a work situation, that feels like it's coming to a close sometime in August. Now, you may get excited. That's what I feel. It's excitement. It's like I'm finally getting control over the things that I've wanted to move forward. This is your time. It's like your birthday season is going to bring those things into your life, and they're going to start moving quicker than you may have even expected. So the energy is lifting. You're in a position of clarity and control, and I love that for you. All right, so we'll clarify that as well. Now, what you don't see coming, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers in reverse. This doesn't mean necessarily that something's going to break apart. Your focus just may not be solely on your relationship. So in August, you may be mostly focused on money. It feels like things are really starting to, again, move quickly with the Eight of Wands. I just heard there's an opportunity coming, and it's going to take you by surprise, and it may pull you back from your partnership a bit. So things may not be as balanced in that arena. It just means that work is going to pull at your attention, and or a project that is now taking off. So if you've been focused, again, if your intuition is really heightened and you've been focused on getting things moving and they're finally starting to take off, this is saying that the money that you've been expecting is finally going to start coming in, and you're going to see progress where you may not have in the past. So for some of you, this may have been a relationship that happened to split in the past, and this says to me that maybe there's a monetary settlement, something like that, and that's going to move quickly. There'll be a lot of communication back and forth about getting this settled, and it feels like it comes to a completion sometime within the next 30 to 60 days. We'll clarify that as well. That's just for some of you. Now, what Spirit wants you to focus on, the King of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. This is truly leaving the past in the past. Not focusing on energies that do not give love or are emotionally unavailable, or people that lie, cheat, have either, well, not always stolen, but in this case, it's like they steal your energy is what I want to say. So you're leaving that in the past. And Spirit wants you to continue to focus on leaving those things that don't work for you anymore, that feel like emotional baggage, or people that don't show up for you the way you show up for them. In this case, you could have dealt with somebody who did cheat, and it feels, I want to say it's a surprise. So focus primarily on releasing that energy and letting it go. You may have already done this, which is great. Spirit's just emphasizing that this is important moving forward, because to have a great, healthy relationship, not only do we need to leave our own emotional baggage in the past, but we also need to be aware when people aren't really emotionally available. It's like those little tiny red flags come up now more clearly when you have some kind of an interaction with someone. Now, this could also just, not just, but be family and friends and other people. It doesn't have to necessarily be a relationship. You could have been dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I also have Taurus here, as well as another Leo or a Sag, Aries. Also a Gemini, very strongly. There's some Capricorn energy, but not as strong as the other signs that I'm picking up on. So without repeating myself too many times, definitely guarding yourself, which is good, leaving those emotional suckers, you know what I'm talking about, the people who drain your energy in the past, and really paying attention to those things that you're aware of now when you sense that somebody's, like, they trigger something in you that reminds you of something from the past, and you're like, I remember what that's like. You know, I may give this person a little bit of an opportunity, but if they don't, if it seems like there's a pattern there, you're going to recognize it much quicker than you may have in the past. So Spirit wants you to be aware of that for the month. All right, so let's clarify the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is for Leo. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. This is very much about an emotional new beginning for you. So even if things are balanced in other areas of your life, it feels like a renewed energy. It's like being a kid again. It's your birthday time. So it feels like that fresh start, that new emotional fresh start. And then we have the Hermit card. So, oh, and then the Lovers, which is great. And that's in the upright. So this could be a brand new beginning for you. Like I said, if you've just recently met someone, you may feel, hey, this is somebody I can move forward with. This feels like a true soulmate connection. Now, the Hermit in the upright, that tells me that you've gained the wisdom that you need in order to pick up on those signs that we were talking about. You're recognizing them much clearer. It's much easier for you to see the forest for the trees, if you will. And it feels like a very stable energy. So not only is it a fresh start, but it feels very stable. Okay. So the Emperor and the Temperance in reverse. The Emperor just tells me you're really standing in your power. Not only standing in it, but you're standing up for yourself. Not that you haven't in the past, but it's like it's leveled up even more. I love that energy that I'm picking up for you guys. So we have the Star card. So because of this, because of those advancements you've made, the work that you've done, now things that you've desired, like we talked about, the possible income, things moving quickly, it's a wish fulfillment along with a lot of healing that's been done. And then we have the King of Swords with the Ace of Wands in reverse. So again, something could be moving or was moving a little bit slower in the past, and now you just don't want to move too quickly. So you're going to wait for the right opportunity. If you haven't met this person yet, now their energy could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius with the Star card and then the Swords as well. This person is someone with a tremendous amount of integrity. Two different situations. If you've not met them yet, you will in the near future because this is here. So some of you may have already met them, and some of you that are single are going to meet somebody new. If this is a current partner that you've been with for some time, things could be starting to elevate, and also you feel like you're really getting off on the right foot. You could be just enjoying a lot of time together, doing some new things together that feel really emotionally fulfilling. So in this case, it feels like this person is a wish come true. This could also be that you finally found a position, a new job where you really like your boss because it's somebody who's no BS and you're happy with this new, it feels like a new position. This is like a dream job is what I want to say that's come about. Now, you could have found it a couple of months ago and you're realizing now that this person has your back and is, again, no BS, and it makes you feel like, yes, I can move forward with this. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted somebody who was clear and concise and had integrity, and I can work within that space. Again, that's where I feel like you have taken back control, and your persistence has paid off at this point. Now, you could have had to have signed a contract in the past, and that's why it's coming up in the near future or close to your current energy that you're feeling really good about the decision that you made, and it's helping you in this month feel more stable because it's changed things. Having somebody in your space, whether it be a lover or a new boss, that has the integrity that you've been looking for, that stands for the same things that you do. Okay, so then we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, what you don't see coming. I'm just getting a strong sense that this is more stability around your finances. Could it be that you found a partner that is more balanced that way with you? Maybe you feel like you're on the same page with somebody. That too feels really good. Now, we have the Moon card. So and then the Tower. And then the World. So what you don't see coming are things that are going to be brought to light. So if there's anything that you've been feeling a little bit confused about, clarity is going to come very precisely. That's going to change things for you. Now, if you'd had a relationship that broke apart, it could be that this finally happens, it's an ending, and you have all the clarity that you need. You don't have to do the guessing anymore about how things are going to turn out. As I said, if you're finally getting the end of a relationship, the end of a marriage, and you're getting some type of a payout, you're going to be clear about what that is, and that's going to change things for you. Now, for some of you, this could be that you finally decide to walk away from a relationship and things are going to move really quickly. That's just for some of you. If things come to light or you become more clear, this is also Pisces energy and Scorpio energy, then that could be the final decision for you. So some of you may be doing the opposite and leaving a relationship and things are going to move quickly. But finances look good, so if you have a concern about that, I'd say don't worry. It looks like things are going to be okay. This is the end of one cycle and the beginning of something new. Things are going to shift and change. We constantly are closing out cycles, so this feels really good. Your energy is here as well as also with a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. So to me, this just says that you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, whether it be with the divorce situation or the breakup of a relationship, and you're at that point where you're done. So what you don't see coming, yes, it could be a little bit stressful at some points for you, but this feels like it's what you want. The Nine of Cups is about your wish fulfillment. So even if it's a bit of a struggle at times, I see you being really happy about the choice that you've made moving forward. Now you can finally see how things are going to start shifting and changing. This is the card of your ships coming in. So things are going to be moving toward you. This is what you don't see coming again. So this is going to make you really happy. Something's coming into your life. After this big shift and change, doesn't have to necessarily be something negative. It's just something happens and boom, all those burdens that you had been carrying shift into, oh, this is great. I can celebrate now. This is what I've always wanted. Finally, I'm moving in the direction that I want to move. I can see the progress. It just feels like August is going to be a month of a lot of progress for you. All right. So let's shuffle and see what Spirit wants you to focus on with the King of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups. This is that feeling of a blessing in disguise. So if you've had a difficult situation that you're finally feeling like it's coming to an end and you're healing from it, leaving that energy in the past, you're going to feel much lighter this month. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Death card. So something definitely came to an end. And I don't feel like there's any kind of desire. So if you're expecting somebody to come back in or communicate, that person's holding back. And that person is not emotionally available. You've already walked away from this and you're aware that they have some shady behavior. Now the bottom of the deck again is the Lovers, even after I shuffled. So this to me says, don't wait. Things have changed. Again, this is a Scorpio card. Things have shifted and changed not only for that person, but for you. And it feels like that needs to be left in the past. What's done is done. This person's not communicating, nor do I sense that they're going to. So if you're having expectations for most of you, I'd say this person's not. And that's probably good for you guys. If you don't want anything to do with your exes, Spirit's saying, yep, this is it. Let it go. It's done. They're not a good person for you. They don't have anything to offer. Let it go. All right, so let's clear this and we'll get into your person specifically, whoever's on your mind, their energy and your energy. All right. And then we'll get a possible outcome. Okay, this is for Leo, their person, and their energy, please. This is for Leo. All right, so the person that's on your mind, well, they've got you on their mind. Strength in reverse with the Eight of Wands, the Devil in reverse, and the Death card. Again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, very heavy Scorpio in this reading. Now, we've got the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, and then we have your energy. So for you, we have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. The overall energy for this is the Five of Pentacles. So this is, to me, talking about someone who's already walked away. Someone feels left out in the cold. I'm going to say that this is your partner. They feel very... There's so many different feelings I'm getting. Sorry, I didn't mean to pause for so long. They're feeling shysted. They feel like you've cut off any kind of emotion when it comes to them. So they're feeling sad about you. Now, you being in reverse to me says that they feel like they've lost you. And we have the Eight of Wands. This is a desire to really want to come in and clear things up. If you don't want your ex, I get it. If you're in a current relationship with this person, it could just be that you're not sure if this is the right one. Now, for those of you that you are meeting someone new or just did and it was good, like in the main reading, this is probably not going to pertain to that relationship. This is definitely a situation where somebody left, somebody walked away. Now, your person, if they had codependency issues or any kind of toxic behavior in the past, it's saying that, to me, this is saying be cautious. Even though it's in reverse, I feel like what Spirit wanted you to focus on was releasing it. So in this case, I'd say, yes, there could be some shifts and changes. And yes, they're going to say that they've had a massive transformation. But are you open to that is the question. Now, if you're in a relationship still with this person and nobody's walked away, there could be the thought about, do I stay in this? Now, your person's very much invested. I feel like they strongly want to make things work. They're trying to release whatever negativity or like mindsets almost. It's almost as if this person's just been in a bad headspace and they couldn't relate properly, but they want the communication to speed up so that things can shift and change in the relationship. Okay. Now, for you, we have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. It seems to me like you feel like this person just doesn't have as much to offer as you would like. So you may offer a little bit to them and hold back a tad just to be sure that they've really made these changes. If you're currently in it, you're going to know. You're going to see if they're making the changes right in front of your eyes. Now, I feel like you're going to be cautious with that. The Nine of Wands in reverse, it's hard to leave things in the past sometimes. Sometimes when things have been difficult, it's hard not to remember those. But it is saying that you're wanting to leave that in the past because you'd like a new beginning. I think you're going to give clarity to the situation. If it's an ex and they return, you might possibly want to put the work into this relationship as long as they've made the changes that you desire. And people can change, of course. They can shift and change their behaviors. In this case, I'd say you want to put the work in, or you did put a lot of work in, especially in the beginning of the relationship. So it looks like you're going to give them the clarity about how you feel. And if you don't want them back, you don't want them back. I get that. All right, so let's get the romance angels, and then we'll get a possible outcome for you. So we have finances and career, true love, give your relationship a chance, and children. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's how I feel. The two of you definitely need to have some deep talks. Maybe things have been getting in the way, like work or kids. Something of that sort seems to be what kind of stops you from having these deep, deep conversations. Life just gets in the way sometimes. We have so much going on. But it does seem like this is true love. So this is not going to be the person that Spirit's saying, let them go and put that stuff behind you. This feels like a different set of you who are in a situation where you love someone, but some things needed to shift and change. This is, it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So that's really advice from Spirit, because I feel like for the group of you that you want this to work, I definitely feel like it can work. There's definitely a lot of love here. All right. Now, that card wanted to come out. Let's get a possible outcome for you, and then we'll get the oracle cards. They just keep wanting to pop out. All right, this is for Leo for August. I'm going to shuffle just a little bit. This is for Leo. The possible outcome, please. All right, one more cut. There we go. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor card, the High Priestess in reverse, and Temperance. And then the Eight of Wands in reverse. So things may not happen overnight. Where there are some challenges around the finances, it seems like one of the both of you really needs to step up and be clear about how you feel about that. You can work through those things. The High Priestess in reverse, maybe there were some things that you didn't catch in the past, and you need to be clear with the Ace of Swords about how you feel about those things that you're recognizing now that needed to change and alter. Temperance, it just says it's going to take patience. I really do feel like this can work out for those of you that want this relationship. That looks really great. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Leo. All right. I feel like this is the one that they want. So we have look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And then we have surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. That's beautiful. All right. Last but not least, we're going to get a couple messages from the wisdom of the Oracle. Messages from Spirit for Leo, please. All right. So we have to be fair, happy, happy. I love that because that's what it feels like, round and round, and yang. And then we have chaos and conflict. So I feel like that's what's actually being released from your energy, especially this month, because things are going to be moving quickly in some areas of your life. There's going to be a lot of clarity, definitely a lot of happiness. Like it's your solar return in a sense. So it's the beginning of a new year for you. And I do feel like you're starting it off on the right foot. That reduces to an 8, which is about infinity. So what comes around goes around. And then we have the round and round. I'm going to go in a little opposite order than it came out. Now, where things seem to be constantly repeating themselves, this is where I feel like you're closing that out. So even if it's a relationship that you had before or a work situation, things seem to be coming to a close that weren't working and moving in the right direction. To be fair, that's exactly what I'm sensing. This is about a fair situation at work, balance there, a fairness in your relationships in general. That reduces to an 11. So the soulmate energy, the feeling of wanting to work things out so that you can move forward, that new beginning type of feeling. Now, yang to me is about a 1. This is fresh new starts, but it's also balancing out the masculine and feminine energies. And I do feel like that's going to happen for you within the month. So this has been a really beautiful reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope some of this resonated for you. Thank you again for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal reading, as I said before, it is in the description box below, all the info that you need. I hope you guys have a beautiful month. Happy, happy birthday. Love you to pieces. See you next time. Take care.